Finance Minister Dave Tanku says a proposed date for the mid-year budget review will be shared after consultations with the Prime Minister. And even before the presentation, the government is promising bombshell revelations.
In that debate, we will tell you what they did to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Whose friend, whose family, whose financier, who outside man, who outside woman was receiving the largest of the state.
But beyond the political rhetoric, there are growing concerns about the economic reality facing citizens. Former Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Mariano Brown, urged citizens to temper their expectations. He reminds that the 2025 budget was based on an oil price of US $73 per barrel, while actual prices were closer to US $60. And while the US-Israeli war involving Iran has since pushed energy prices above $100, Brown warns that the benefits may not translate directly to consumers.
The likelihood is that inflation will get worse. The longer the impasse in the Middle East continues, the greater the impact in terms of government expenditure and the greater the impact in terms of overall pricing.
The former minister notes there has been no meaningful shift away from dependence on the energy sector, though he acknowledges diversification could take at least a decade. Brown also lamented government's reluctance to introduce new taxes, alongside increased NIS contributions and recent wage agreements with public sector unions.
What we could expect is that there will be greater expenditure, not necessarily matched by an increase in revenue. So the likelihood is that the deficit should be a little larger.
While the broader outlook points to tighter finances, unions say they are focused on what the review means for workers.
We are expecting and hoping that the minister will definitely give us dates. Right now we have June or July, but we have nothing definite in terms of the implementation of the new rates of pay or precisely when they are back pay.
Street is also calling for continued progress toward pension benefits for daily paid workers, one of the few groups of state employees still without a pension plan. But another major union is drawing a harder line. TUTA is not prepared to give the government any further leeway on back pay. President Crystal Ash insists payments must be made by the end of May. He adds that the mid-year review is the last resort. Last year, the mid-year budget review was presented on June 18th. Whether it brings relief or further strain, all eyes are now on the government's next move. Doris Polo, CNC3 News.